I've had a few people on the show have a different method of like billing than the billable hour, but what are some of the things that you and Lawyerist have sort of been proponents on in instead of the billable hour?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're big fans of flat fees or even value based billing, where you're thinking about the value that you're providing to someone and coming up with a price that way. I know the pushback. Oh, I do contested litigation. I could never predict. And yeah, BS. I've got plenty of people that I work with who do that and they're billing flat fee all the time. So can it be done? Absolutely. Does it take you changing the way you think about it, thinking about profitability? Because by the way, whether you can do something, if you say, I'm going to basically charge 10 hours for this, and people say, well, it took me 11, that wasn't profitable. That's not the definition of profit. So it takes some training. So we got to rethink how we think about the business of law, but it's absolutely doable. I also have a lot of people moving to subscription pricing and thinking about that what you're charging for is the relationship. So it's a whole nother mindset. But if you have a practice that lends itself to an ongoing relationship with someone, this works well for employment lawyers and business lawyers, but I'm also seeing it in lots of other contexts too. That opens up really interesting opportunities. I think it's around, again, stepping back, forgetting what you've learned, and for a minute, letting yourself think about, what are people hiring me for? What is the value that I bring? And what are the solutions I have? Because sometimes I have law firms doing really interesting things where it's not necessarily what someone might call traditional legal work. So if for the employment lawyers, for example, their subscription package may include a certain amount of training for all the employees, or, access to the knowledge of information that you have. Like if you're part of their subscription, you can come on and and in fact, my law firm that we have for HR issues for our company, that's exactly what they do. I can go onto the portal and I can ask a question and a lawyer is going to answer it within so many hours, but it's usually pretty quick. And we pay a flat fee every month. They have predictable income. I love that I don't have to worry about, is this going to be a $450 an hour times whatever people are going to charge me for it. Like, it's super easy. And I mean, I'm super excited about it as a client to use it this way. So there's lots of opportunities here to rethink our billing practices.